Alright, now I'm going to do a little vlog. First, to prove to you I'm Jasmine's biological mother. First of all, I couldn't eat meat. I was sick. Every time I eat meat, I threw up. Every fucking time. Every time I drink soda, I threw up. My favorite soda was Dr. Pepper. I couldn't kiss Robert because he drank Dr. Pepper, and every time he kissed me, I wanted to throw up big time. Plus, I couldn't eat meat the whole entire time. Or chicken. Or anything else. So I had cheese pizzas. Thin crust cheese pizzas at Papa John's, and guess what? If you looked in Papa John's and you looked up their record, and you look up 2526, there was a lot of thin crust cheese pizzas delivered there with extra cheese. And I bet you anything, there was $1,000 worth of pizza right there. Because that's where I would eat at late at night. Either that or I'd eat ranch chopped beans. There's like 2 cases of ranch chopped beans, big gold cans. I would eat that with hot sauce. Eat pizza with hot sauce. And man, it was good. Furthermore, with my pregnancy, I had to have yogurt and pizza. And I nearly mixed the two. That's Jasmine pregnancy, though. And plus, I threw up. But I didn't throw up that much. Just a few months. Not that much. Just as soon as I figured out what was my triggers, I stopped. And guess what? I did have asthma a little bit, but I drank coffee. I didn't have my inhaler because my inhaler had what in it? Steroids. And steroids would have gone to the baby and hurt the baby, right? So I took my vitamins, my prenatals every day, water, juice, tons of milk. Oh my god, I drink so much milk. I love it. I still am a milkaholic. And guess what? I still love milk. And my daughter loves milk. And guess what? They did an ultrasound on me. They said, it's a girl. I was like, oh my god, I wish it was a boy. And me and Robert both agreed, if this one's a girl, we were going to try for a boy next time. If that was a girl, we are going to try at least one more, and that was it.
Did that whole pack alone?
No, I was gonna eat it. I was gonna eat some of it. And guess what? Robert said I could. But guess what? Every time I get closer to actually having a kid, I don't. Why? I know why. But guess what? I don't care. But there was one guy I was supposed to have a kid by. And I know it. I'm not gonna allow to say his name. He had the same dream, didn't he? He had an awakened dream like I did. I had an awakened dream with Jasmine. She was growing up. And I had another one. 2 girls were coming to me. I had 2 girl dreams. 2 waking girl dreams. They were growing up out of the car seat. And another girl up out of the car seat. And I saw a car seat and a baby growing up. And another baby growing up. 2 of them were females. And 2 of them were identical. Well, they probably had the identical father. And guess what? The cars were blue. And they were dark, and it was on the brown hardwood floors. And there was something dark in the back. And they were both growing up. I had one waking dream with 2 daughters growing up. Coming out of the car seat. And guess what? That was my waking dream with mine. And with Precious, doesn't matter what I ate, I still threw up. I threw up all through my pregnancy. Over and over. I was in Itasca in a white house behind the gas station / store. And guess what? I threw up outside in the fucking garden. And guess what?
Sit down, Pat.
I don't know. After that, I threw up outside every fucking day, every fucking morning, every fucking whatever. The only time I didn't get sick is when I was nighttime. Thank God for nights, right? That was the only time I was not able to get sick. But I didn't like the water because it tasted gross. You know, the Itasca water tasted gross. I was on Itasca water because Robert dumped me off. But I was pregnant. Why? Because he said he wanted me to have a baby. I got pregnant. And then he dropped me off. Go figure. And guess what? I got pregnant in 2007. And I got pregnant with Jasmine in 2001. Around September 11th. It's actually Jasmine's September 11th boomer. 9 months right after September 11th, Jasmine was born. And guess what? I was always like that. But by the way, when I got pregnant with Precious, I was in 2530 South Jennings house. With a window right next to the door, and there's a door and a big old window in the front door. And there were shingles all over that house. Shingles all over that house. Not brick, just shingles. And it had a pretty big size. I had an iron wraparound the front porch with concrete porch. And I was always in the back bedroom, in the big bed near the wall. I was always sleeping there. But I did actually finally get lingerie, but I didn't get to wear it because Robert's friend was still around. I didn't like that because Robert was getting blackmailed by him. Robert was getting blackmailed by Dan the Dirt Man. Either blackmailed, or Robert was gay fucking him. Either or to me. Because he was taking a dump everywhere he went. Everywhere in the fucking house. He took a dump in the front bedroom. And stunk like crazy. When me and Jazz was trying to watch TV and eat. But did he care? No, he didn't. That was his responsibility, not mine.
You go to the bathroom?
And guess what? He didn't give a shit. So why would I give a shit about him? He also peed all over the furniture. On purpose. I don't bet you anything. He peed on my fucking bed when me and Robert were sleeping in the dining room. And 2526 South Jennings. Me and Robert were in the dining room. My head was facing the facing the door towards the hallway. And somebody peed in the corner of my bed. And I bet you anything, it was Robert's friend. That he was being blackmailed. And guess what? Either he was being blackmailed, or he was getting gay fucked by him. And he don't want to fucking tell me. I'm never going to accept no fucking other answer until I fucking have proof about fucking that. And guess what? Precious was conceived in that house. Jasmine was conceived in the yellow apartment. The yellow apartment that's right next to a 7-Eleven. Here's 7-Eleven, right? First here's the hospital. You go down the street, right? Here's 7-Eleven right here. Here's Simple. Here's another street. Go down. Here's another like little convenience store. Here's the park. Then you go down, cross the street, and then you get this house. Then you get this big old yellow house with white trim. I'm up the stairs. First door on the right. And I had a 2-bedroom apartment with an big iron tub. A gas stove, refrigerator, everything else like that. But there was a door that couldn't be opened because it led to a balcony. It led to a balcony, but it couldn't open because it was jam packed, and I couldn't go out there. I couldn't go out that door because it was trapped, and it was all white. All the walls were pretty white. There was no hint of color, but there was a water cooler in there in the little bedroom. In the little bedroom next to the hallway, going to the bathroom. And there was one table and 2 chairs. And there was not very many cabinets. And it was not that glamorous. Shaggy carpet though. Either shaggy gray or shaggy. It was either gray or gray carpet, or it was shaggy brown carpet. It had a Dilmore heater though. All of the B&G apartments had Dilmore heaters, and all the B&G apartments had water coolers, big gray water coolers, and it had big windows. They had blinds on them. I think they had blinds. I'm not sure. Yeah, they had wood blinds. I think either wood or more metal, whatever. I know they had blinds, and I slept right next to the window. My head was next to the door. My feet were next to the window, and that's where I slept. And I kept it separate. That was my apartment that I shared, and I had a lunchbox full of medals, Special Olympics medals, by the way, and a trophy. And my closet, me and Robert's closet, was the first door closer to the bed, my bed, that I made myself. That was my closet. His closet was on the other side. Because there was one closet and there was 2 closets. It was like that. I think, yeah. And his bedroom wasn't that big. But he had a stereo system. I didn't really fool with it. I didn't like it. But I had like a little clock radio that I listened to every night. And because I listened to it, I listened to a radio station that was pretty funny. I actually laughed at it. Because it was talking and people were being stupid on it. So I just laughed at it. And people were asking questions and listening to music and having fun. So I would listen to that every night. That was pregnancy Jasmine. With Precious, on Itasca, I was right behind the gas station. Right behind the gas station. And here's the gas station. Here's the road. Here's the other one. Here's the courthouse, gas station. Go down. Here's a little bit, thing. And here's the big old White House. Painted all white. And the white garage. And a gate between the house and that. I was there with my family. Yeah, my family. The only person I cared for there was my mom and my Izzy. My mom, my Izzy, and my Jazzy were the only 3 people that I cared for in that house. I didn't care for hardly anyone because I didn't know anyone. Why? Because I was dumped off, homeless, and broke, with a child, Jasmine, Jazzy, and Precious, and her nickname is Presh to me. Okay. Jasmine, when I gave birth to her, I was eating hot sauce. I was drinking hot sauce, downing like crazy. I love talking about hot sauce. I used to drink it all the time. But with when I was giving birth, me and Robert was doing the hanky panky, bum bow bow bow, and he did a little too rough, and it started the chain reaction. I went into labor at 3:30 that afternoon. And I started having my labor pains at 4 o'clock, and a few times, but Aaron came over and I lied to him. Why? Because he was going to force me to go to the hospital. I already went to the hospital one time for Braxton Hicks. I wasn't going to the hospital again because they were not going to feed me. And I was going to be hungry. So I walked, but instead of going to the mall, I just stayed around the house that day. I went to the store. I went to the corner store. I always go to that corner store every time for like stuff that I wanted. But I didn't go. I went to the corner store. I maybe went to Whataburger. I'm not sure. That was close by. But guess what? That's all. I stayed around now because of my labor. I didn't want to be too far away from home because I actually went to in case they elevated. So I stayed there and I walked, but I kept myself calm and cool. And I also ate pizza. And then when the contractions started getting too close together, that's when I called Robert at work. I said, "Hon, can you wait until I'm done? I'm almost done with my work. Can you please See if you can weld on. That was Robert. And that was how I was. And guess what? I did that, and guess what? Luckily, I didn't have the baby until afterwards. The day after. I went into labor on June 8th and had Jasmine on June 9th. June 9th in the morning. Listening to waterfall, and that was beautiful. And that calmed me calm, cool, collected, and helped me relax. But Jasmine, even though she was my 6 pound by 9 6 by 9 6 pounds 9 ounces, guess what? She was born 6'09", and guess what? She matched me. 5 pounds 12 ounces for me, and I was born 5'12". Coincidence? Think not. I was 16 inches at birth. Jasmine was 19 and a half inches. She was pretty tall. She was really long, I know that. And she was my fat, chubby cheeks. My mom used to call her, what? My mom used to call her, what? Chipmunk. Little chipmunk. Little chubby cheekies. That's what her name was. My mom called her chubby cheekmunks. My mom was there. My mom, my sisters, and guess what? My dad wasn't. Roy Raul Martinez fucking hated my first grandchild that was born in wedlock, and he hated that. But he was there for November's children, but not mine. Whatever. My mom was there. She liked Jasmine. She was chubby, healthy, and everything. And she took to my milk twice, and I loved that. It tickled a lot, but guess what? Because it tickled a lot, it made my tits a little weird. But I never really call them tits with my kids. I call them babas. Babas were tits for me. Because what comes in a bottle? Milk. And what comes in a tit? Milk. Duh. So that's what I used to call it. So in case Jasmine ever, was hungry, she would say baba instead of tit. When she looked at a fucking chest, she would call that word baba. When I was strolling Jazz November's kid, she said the word tit. And guess what? Everyone looked at me like I was an evil cunt who deserved to be killed because my daughter said bad words. That made me look like a fucking bad mother. But it wasn't my kid. It was my niece. So I shouldn't fucking get that fucking look. So I made words up. Babas were tits. Choo choo was a puss, was the vagina. I always called it choo choo. I always called my daughter called it a choo choo. I got my daughter to call it choo choo, but I don't know what she calls it now. But that's what I called mine. I called it choo choo. I've been calling it choo choo ever since I was little. So I let her call it a choo choo. And and let's just say that's how I was. Jasmine, when Fresh was born, her nickname was Fresh. She was a little short, but guess what? She burned me up. She burned on the way down, on the way out of me. And it burned. She didn't tear me. Jasmine tore me. 4 stitches. 4 stitches Jasmine caused. But don't worry, it was worth it because I only had one local anesthetic, and that was a little shot down there. the little shot down there on local anesthetic, that was it. But I didn't get an epidural with Jasmine or Precious, and I'm not gonna get no epidural or no drugs for my kids. And I tell my partner that no matter how much I beg and plead, please give me drugs, don't ever listen to me with that. And I told Robert that many enough times because I didn't want to be high as a kite giving birth to my daughter. I didn't want her, that fucking nurse who was going to put that needle in my back, accidentally have a bad night. You know, an all-nighter. You know, dong. Put a needle in my back. End up being paralyzed from the waist down. And now I end up being a fucking lousy-ass fucking mother who can't do shit for her kids. That's why I would never want to get up a epidural. No matter what they say. Because they would do that. They did a dunk. I would have been paralyzed. Because it would have gone into my vertebrae. Get into that little bitty spinal cord. Poke it. I think they put air in it or liquid or something like that. They put something inside of it or do something out. And why they did that, I would have been numb from the waist down and unable to move. Did they do that? No. I did not want that done. So, I never did that. Because if they did that, they would have. And I don't want fucking that. Because if they fucking did that, I would have fucking sued the fucking out of them. And I meant it. But I didn't tell no one that. Because I don't want to be paralyzed. And that makes me a lousy mother. And so I didn't do that. With Precious, it burned. She burned like a Dickens. And man, I screamed like hell. I was in this little white room with a bathroom. I hated it. I did not want to be out there. I wanted to go to Harris Methodist. So I knew that they would actually hook me up with all the stuff that I needed for the first week and the first month. And plus, Harris Methodist is a better hospital to give birth to than the hospital in Hillsborough. Hillsborough Hospital was where I get birth to for Precious. But it was soon whatever. Because Precious, guess what? Oh yeah. One thing I didn't realize, I did it. Jasmine and Precious wearing the same onesie. Yeah, they were wearing the exact same onesie. It was pink and had a Pooh Bear on it. Even though I didn't like Pooh Bear. I still don't like Pooh Bear. But since it was pink and they were girly, I decided to let them wear it together. I think. But they had the same background as well. They also had a pink bowl. Well, Jasmine had a pink bowl on her fucking head. That was held together by not Vaseline. Yeah, Vaseline. That was still whatever that stuff. But it soon was outlived. Because Precious was born with a small head. Which means she would have to have reconstructed both surgery. And she had to have 2 helmets through her year. She had to have a robot surgery. And she had see right here? She had like a cut. She had like a scar right in this area. Right on top of her head. Like no bigger than that big. Like, you know, really small. And she probably still has a scar right now on the top of her forehead, top of her head, right here, like right here, like right here, like right here. This would be where it would be located, like right in this top, and that's where her scar will be. Precious, to tell her that she's really my mother, really my child. I mean, really my daughter. Precious was born with a birth defect, not birthmark that I wish that I had. Her birthmark was a crescent moon on her tummy. And I thought that was adorable and cute. It made me jealous. But guess what? I loved it. I loved every minute of that birthmark that she had, because that was better than my birthmark. She had the Wiley curse, didn't she? This is what Wileys get. This is what Wileys get. I got mine on my forehead. My mom had one in her back. I think Jasmine has one in her back. Yeah, Jasmine has one in her back. Fresh has one in her back. And maybe her leg. Right leg. And that's what Wileys get. Our Wileys get a knot somewhere in their body. My mom had one in her back. My sister had one. My little sister had one back. November doesn't have one. And I have one. Jasmine has one. Precious has one. So that proves they're all related. Also, Jasmine's skin gets dark. Like mine. I get dark skin, but I get burned. I get sunburns too. Jasmine gets dark skin because she's a little Mexican. Little Mexican. That's why she has dark skin. And her hair is getting darker. I don't know how dark it's going to get, but I know it's going to get a little darker on the dark side. But she doesn't. I didn't understand how dark she got her skin until she got sun. She got too much sun. I almost thought she actually got dirt on it. So I tried to scrub it. Okay. Whatever. And then she go, whatever. And then she realized she got dark skin. That's what. Jasmine was a twin sign. Which means Cancer, right? Right next to mine. Robert was supposed to be first in command of the Zodiac. I'm the second in command of the Zodiac. Jasmine was the third in command of the Zodiac. That means that means Precious is the last command of the Zodiac. Well, no, she's second in command. Jasmine is. That's why they butt heads. I bet you anything they butt heads because of that reason. And because of that other reason, Robert is blinded to them. Jasmine has talents. Precious has talents. They're both smart. When Precious was pregnant, Precious, I didn't have any cravings. Of course, I was with a Wiccan. There was a person that was Wiccan, and she was having all my cravings. But I ate whatever I want, but I still threw up. I don't understand why. I just did do it. I wore the same overalls I wore with Jasmine wore Precious. Khaki overalls. I had black overalls, but they were broken. But I had khaki overalls. And I had that for a pretty long time, and I wore that for a very long time. And I walked everywhere around Itasca. I didn't like Itasca. It wasn't good. But guess what? Robert did that so he can go on vacation with fucking Mary. And I bet you anything, Robert went on vacations when I was gone. When I was pregnant with Jasmine, he took off with Mary, or took off with his girlfriend for the vacation. Instead of getting the water turned on. He was supposed to get the water turned on and get the fucking hot water on. He never did that. That's also the reason why I got pissed off with him. He waited until after Jasmine was born. Why would he wait? No reason? What a fucking retard. He didn't get the water on until Jasmine was born. By that time, it was too late. He wasted the time I was with my dad. And guess what? I didn't like being with my dad. He knew this. I like being with my older sister. He knew this. My older sister was a bad influence. He knew all off the bat. My older sister was going to be a bad influence for my children. But did he give a care? Fuck no. He didn't give a shit about Jasmine. Because if he did, he would keep her away from bad influences like I would. Did he? No, he did not. That's the reason why we had CPS called on us, and that's why we had to leave the house. Why? Because Robert didn't fucking want to pick it up or make it better. Why? Because of that other reason. Robert was supposed to fix that house up. He didn't give a shit. He didn't give a shit if I fixed that house up because he didn't give a what. He didn't give a how. He didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a care about Jasmine, Precious, or me. He didn't love us at all. Because if he did, where's Jasmine's room? Nowhere. Where's my fucking house with him? Nowhere. Education so I can help him? Nowhere. My instrument so I can get his band off the ground? Nowhere. So where the fuck is everything that was supposed to be with me always? No fucking where. And where's the presents that I bought my girls when I got tax return from them? I brought presents for my girls from a store. I was proud of it. Instead of getting from a fucking what? Goodwill place? I didn't buy them from there. I got them from a real live fucking store. Instead of getting from a Goodwill dump. You know where they dump out stuff that you don't want from Goodwill? Guess what? The guy over there was nice. He said, whatever you need for your girls, get. Because it's all gonna go garbage if it gets too wet anyway. So I got shoes, backpacks, clothes, you name it. I got it all right there for Jasmine and Precious. Jasmine got a scooter from God. Robert didn't get shit for her. And I got that, and I helped her keep that scooter. She got a scooter. She got a Christmas present because she got a Cowboy Santa. I made sure of that. With my friend with me. Me and my friend hooked up, and me and her were like carpool and stuff sometimes. It was a little awkward because of my social anxiety disorder. It was really awkward. But guess what? Me and her went to Cowboy Santa, and me and her picked up our Christmas presents for our kids. And I was very happy. I was so happy that my kids got Christmas presents. Made me feel like a good mother. They opened their presents and they loved them. And I was so damn happy. But of course they had to wait for their early Christmas presents because I was buying them a fucking computer. Because Robert didn't want her to be smart. So she kept a computer away from her. And away from me. So I couldn't learn recipes from YouTube or do anything like that. And there was computer programs that could help me read better, be a better mother. Robert hated that. So every time he got a computer from the T, he didn't tell me. Somebody else did. And guess what? I bet you anything you should take that fucking computer and give it to a fucking whore. Or he pawned it and give that money to that whore. I didn't get it. Jasmine didn't get it. So every year from the T, he never gave us the computer that we needed. Computer that would help Jasmine be smarter, help me be a better mother for the learning recipes and shit. So that's also why I'm the way I am. And guess what? The computer that I bought Jasmine was $186, I guess. It was a green machine. And it was cheap. I got it because Jasmine liked Sims, I like Sims. Jasmine likes to play Sims because of the characters. I like playing Sims because I like to make the houses and decorate them. And it was fun. The last Sims was Sims in the Future. One of them was Star Trek uniform. Had an emblem on it. And I freaked out. And it had stuff from the Star Trek genre. Star Trek, like the replicator for the food looks just like Star Trek. One of the shirts looks like Star Trek. And I loved every minute of it. That's why I like Sims 2. I like decorating it. I like decorating. I like building. I also enjoy making the music videos from it. I made only one music video. Only one. That was it. And the rest was other stuff. But that was just me. And guess what? I also loved how they also had where you could be a witch, vampire, a werewolf, and alien, or a green dude. But that's just how I am. That's just how I am. So that's why I did that for Precious. I also wanted to take me to Precious, so that was a family thing. It took me 4 months to pay it off. I was getting $450. I had to pay $300, 300 and some odd dollars to my dad, and the rest was going for diapers, diaper wipes, and something else that I'm not allowed to say. And guess what? I was getting everything for my girls. Myself. Robert wasn't doing shit. And guess what? I fucking did it. And guess what? When we were living at the apartment, I was still getting $450. $315 would have gone straight to my fucking apartment. And I did that every month on around and back. And the rest of it was going for diapers, diaper wipes, and everything else in between. Everything for them, for clothes, shoes, hats, study, for anything that they needed. I even got Precious a floaty for her, for that. And it would look like it was blue. I wish it was pink. Or purple. And it was a big old flirty like this, and then you zipped up in the back. That kept her from trying to let's just say that kept her from trying to be a little daredevil like I was when I was her age. I knew she was gonna daredevil, so I needed to get something for her not to get drowned in the pool. And I got her to swim. She loved swimming. She was a daredevil, just like me. Jasmine knew how to swim. I taught Jasmine I think I taught Jasmine to swim, yeah. I taught Jasmine to swim. She had a leotard. They both had leotards. Jasmine's leotard was purple and silver. Maybe it's a little white. And that was her bathing suit. I was trying to find a one-piece bathing suit, but all I could find is two-piece bathing suit. And to me, that was for a teenager or an adult. So I found a one-piece bathing suit, and it was a leotard. And it was purple. And I still have it. And guess what? I was going to see if I fit into it. And I bet you anything I can. And guess what? Jasmine's going to be pissed off with me for fitting into her leotard swimsuit. She really would be pissed off if I fit into her leotard swimsuit. But tough titty. Besides, I'm only going to borrow it. If you still can fit into it still, it's yours. I'm going to try to keep it safe until then. But it'd be hard when I have a fucking woman over here who wants to stay in the shadows and steal your clothes, steal your stuff. All your throw blankets were gone. But that's also it. So, that's... Oh yeah, Precious. You are a little different. You had social anxiety disorder. No, social attachment disorder. You couldn't be held by no one but me in the room. When anyone tried to hold you, you screamed bloody murder. But me. You ain't scream for your own father. Robert tried to hold you, you scream like you would if you were getting hurt. I hold you, you quiet it down and you calm, cool, and collected. Yeah, no one was allowed to hold you because you screamed all the time. And guess what? I didn't blame you. I really didn't. But I'd be very careful on how to put you down and how to make sure you won't, feel like I was trying to abandon you. So guess what I did? I allowed somebody to hold you, right? And then I walked, and I was like, okay, and then I kept on talking to you. Say, okay, you hear my voice? You hear my voice? You hear my voice? Okay. You see me? You see me? See me? See, I'm still in the room. I'm still in the room, right? And I'm still in the room. And guess what? You started getting a little bit more able to actually handle people, holding you, besides me. And that was a sign of autism. Autistic people do not like to be touched. But you're the only one that allowed. You had a little autism right there. That was one of the things. I knew you were going to have some type of disability. So I wanted to help you out. What? You okay? Oh, I didn't get dressed. Sorry.
Huh?
I was vlogging. By the way, Fresh, if you take any pills, throw them away. Okay? Don't take any pills that are yellow or white. And if they taste like earwax, throw them away. Because they're bad. They will make you dumb-witted. And they will make you not connect with people. Okay? Huh? And guess what? They're Ritalin. Anything that's called Ritalin or Ritalin based is not good for you. Jasmine, you are going to be a good counselor. By the way, if Robert, your supposed biological father, because I have a little secret with that. Your father had sex with me 7 times in one day. And it came inside of me 7 different times. I wasn't on birth control. And he wasn't on anything. And we weren't using any protection. And I wasn't using spermicide or anything else like that. I didn't get pregnant until Robert's friend popped in the picture. Twice. So, either he let somebody in who gave him sperm. By the way, that's why your daddy blamed me for cheating on him and got you pregnant. But because you look so much like my mother and his mother, he thought it was different. But don't forget, I want to tell you something about your fucking father. Robert Thomas Kelly was born with a hernia on his penis. And his, boo-hoo. With a hernia, if he doesn't get treatment within 2 weeks of birth, he'll be sterile. It will hinder him chances of having children. That was his dilemma. He got a surgery because the Shriners paid for a surgery. But was it 2 weeks after, or was it 4? I don't know. I wasn't there. But I know he had a hernia that could cause him to be sterile. That was on his peanut. Either on his peanut or it was on a hoo-hoo. Either on a hoo-hoo or peanut. That's the reason why he told me I was cheating. That's why I got pregnant, right? But guess what? I just want to leave you with that information, okay, honey? And I love you. I love Jasmine. Jasmine, I love you. Precious, I love you. And by the way, I also have some information about your true biological father. Maybe. But in reality, Robert might be. In different reality, somebody else might be. By the way, I'm definitely going to be seeking a DNA test results with your father to make sure I can get you away from him, whatever it takes. And if it is true, you will be my child again, my teenage girl and friend. Precious will be my little girl and my little friend. And guess what? You will be mine and I will be yours. As a give and take relationship, like always. But I love you. Bye. Oh yeah. Make your sister love God. And make sure you still love God too. Thank you. Bye.